So on the table, the devil is devouring your enemies now. And then stuck underneath that one was chess and checkers. And it's like, how wild is that? That for a lot of people, you were playing chess. You know, people just, it's like knowing when to shut the fuck up because of how everybody was treating you, but it was how they were just continuously giving themselves away. And you were like, you know, you just peep it and you're like, this is how stupid everybody thinks I am. Wow. So humble and blessed. And again, guys, that's how everybody, I know we all know this, but sometimes we just need that reminder, especially after just all the sabotage and just the betrayal itself. People are always going to treat you how they feel about themselves. So whether somebody too, like if you get cheated on, right? Brutally sabotaged, betrayed, don't understand what it's like to put money over a human life. But people are always going to choose comfort. People always, they have a price. People are all bought out. And it's like, again, they had to project themselves and just seeing how different you are, but it was feeling how different you are. That's what I feel like was really triggering for people, was feeling, you know what I mean? Because these people could talk shit about you all day. They liked you, but they had to want to just completely wear your skin, take your energy, live off your energy, manifest with your energy. Move forward, right? Some people with the copycats, it's like that movie Leighton Meester. What is it called? The Roommate. It's like for people who resonate with that, having somebody that literally, and you have to think, how many other people have they done this to? So they're just recycling through people, taking everything that they like about them, wearing it as their own. And with you, it stops with you. You were God's chess piece. We just went full circle with that. But it's like, this was never gonna work out in their favor, okay? These people are parasites, and then right underneath that, deceptive whore. I'm sorry. It's like, a lot of people were fooled by this deceptive whore. And again, I feel like I've stressed this numerous times over the past literally like 2 years, but people in law enforcement that were tricked by this deceptive whore experienced karma, literally thought of you in moments. You know what I mean? Like God will really sit you down, and when something bad happens, and it's like making it clear that this is karma. And you know what I want to share? Hold on, let me see if it's still recording. You guys, I want to be totally honest and transparent in this moment and share an example, because again, it's like if people will also be dedicated to misunderstanding you because you continuously evolve. You're leaving people where they were, right? And because of their own parasites, because of what they're doing behind the scenes, growing accustomed to behaving this way, them, you know what I mean? Basically being a sheep. People think that because they're a sheep and they follow orders and just the ways of the government, go to college, get a respectable job, get married, do this, but in reality, internally, they're not doing any work to better themselves, but they think because on paper they look good that they're just, but they're not even learning how to actually fulfill themselves, how to actually fill their cup up, right? So I want to share this because I just want to call myself out. But when I was in college, I went to community college, my twin went away to a university. She started dating somebody, and you know, my friends, her friends, we would all in the summers go to country concerts in Hartford on the lawn. So shit show. Her boyfriend had cheated on her, this and that. She was really upset. He was there. And you know when you're just like, we would get hammered, ham sauce. And she was so upset. Like my twin literally was everything to me. You know what I mean? And seeing her so upset and getting hammered, it was like, how cool, just being just this shit show. On the lawn, I ran up and literally palm punched her ex-boyfriend and was just running by and did that. And it's like, what a disgusting thing for me to do. You know what I mean? Like, I just want to say that. It's like, who the fuck did I think I was putting my hands on somebody else? You know what I mean? Seeing the way that my sister reacted, her reaction to him being there just broke my heart. This is my example of how karma will wait and wait. It's like everything is happening as it should, and nobody ever gets away with anything. And guys, really think about that. To everybody that thinks it's so funny to keep me broke, fuck with my money, just wait. Just wait. Again, if anybody wants to book a session and play in my face, same day. Same day. Right? Fast forward 10 plus years. I'm in Maine, okay? I'm at a bar, and this guy, I'm just like shooting the shit with people, me and my friend, and we used to always say, we would always say how many fingers, and which indicated he looks like a fingers in his ass type of guy. And it was just, we would just goof around, whatever. And she was talking to this guy who I recognized from getting a tattoo done. And when I walked in, right, rewind back to when I walked into his tattoo shop, my hair was gray at the time, and he kept calling me either Estelle or Betsy. He was basically just, you know, being funny and playing off my gray hair. So when I saw my friend talking to him, I was like, oh my God. And he was wearing, I think he was wearing a Yankees hat. So in Maine, everybody was diehard Boston Patriots, right? So I was Yankees and a Steelers fan. So I just like went right up to him, and it was like, guys, again, spiritual warfare. Whatever was operating through him was like, fuck no. He didn't recognize me, right? He started talking shit, but really aggressively. Like, he was calling me a cunt numerous times, and I was like, I'm gonna step away from you. And then this man, you guys, literally took a step and two-arm pushed me. And I fell back on one knee. So I slammed my knee on the bar floor. Everybody stops. Everybody's like, nobody does anything though. I guess this guy was an alleged 1%er, right? Who gives a fuck? Not me. I'm like, bitch. I literally look at this guy and I was like, you're gonna die tonight. And it was just, in that moment, I thought of my sister's ex-boyfriend, who now works for the FBI. So I'm like, okay, very unfortunate. But it's like, guys, take this as your sign that it's okay to own up to the things that you do. It's okay to call yourself out and literally learn every step of the way. And talking through things is how we get past things, to really process what was done, whether it was something you did or done to you. You know what I mean? Get it out of your body. And I just wanted to share that because, again, that was really fucking inappropriate of me to ever do something like that. And God was like, got you, bitch. And straight up, I ended up reaching out to my sister's ex-boyfriend and DM'd him on Instagram to just call myself out and say sorry, because I noticed the way that it had come back to it resurfaced in my mind a couple times, just the incident within itself and how I knew that that was karma. And I was like, straight up like, dude, I was fucking wrong. And that was really fucked up. And just to let you know, I did get karma for that. And like, tried to just, you know what I mean? Just be cool about it. And then I'm pretty sure I blocked him because, again, FBI. So I was like, well, I reached out to the FBI in 2022. And sometimes I feel like the initial report, right, calling out my ex, who was already being investigated, It's like my brother-in-law, old roommate, old manager, right? Bragged about Hell's Angels connections, just all this. I feel like the report never, it was like intercepted. But if it wasn't, it's like, does anybody care anyway? You know what I mean? Where's Patel at? Because I'd like to catch him outside, okay?